I'm Simon Cully. I'm Omni-Channel Retail Manager at Mazda UK.
My name's Peter Allibon. I'm Sales Director at Mazda UK.
Hi, I'm Charlene Cabral. I'm the Media Manager at Mazda UK. I was always thinking about getting an electric vehicle, and that was going to be my next car.
I found living with the car far more easy than I had anticipated. We do have 2 cars in our family, but both my wife and I are fighting to drive the MX-30.
Since we've taken the MX-30 about 6 weeks ago, I use it as a daily commute. I commute to Mazda. It's an 80-mile round trip, and I now use it on a daily basis.
I found living with the car really easy. It's slotted into our family quite well. We're a family of 4. I've got older children. They now find it quite cool that I have a brand new car. It's a sustainable car, which they've started talking about more, and they'll actually let me drive them around more often now, so I'm seen as the cool mum. The thing that has surprised me about the car is how easy it is to drive. I can find it quite difficult to get into a new car, but with the MX-30 I was able to get into it and feel quite comfortable.
I hadn't driven an MX-30 until the day I collected the car. So I took a huge gamble, you could say, or leap of faith. And I had this expectation that it perhaps would drive completely different to a normal car. But from the moment I jumped into it and drove it home, it was like, this feels like a normal car. It's set up like a normal car. It's smoother, much quieter, which is a big benefit.
I think for me, the surprising thing has been its performance, its acceleration, 0 to 60, because I think on paper, it wasn't particularly impressive, and certainly not impressive against some other electric vehicle statistics. But the reality is, it is fast enough, very, very rapid, very quick, a real safe car to be in as a result of you've got that quick getaway that's always under your right foot.
There's a number of things that I like. One, I do like the smooth driving and how quiet it is and the instant power when you drive. That's a great feature. But also there's some quirky things I really like about it. The touch screen that it has. It's actually easy to use on the move.
I think my favourite thing about the car is actually the interior and what it's like to be driving the car and be in the car. The ergonomics of the car is fantastic. The interior quality, the build quality is great. The road noise is very, very quiet. I've driven many electric vehicles, and some of them, whilst being very fast, they lack on build quality, and some of the interiors are rather boring, I suppose. I think the MX-30 interior's got great materials, the sound system's great, everything's in the right place. It's kept simple, but it's just a pleasure to be sat in for any prolonged period of time.
My favourite things about the car is the sat-nav. I'm really rubbish with directions, and this is really user-friendly. Yeah, the kids really like the car. They like the look of it. They like how they can get really comfortable and relaxed in the car. The advice that I would give to someone who is thinking of purchasing the MX-30 is to go for it. It's a really nice drive. My husband has already said that he's considering buying one, and he says it feels like a luxury car to drive. My brother-in-law is quite jealous and has actually taken a trip to a dealership and looking at buying a car for his business.
The advice I'd give somebody considering MX-30 is to understand exactly what you need the car for. Do you need to be carrying a larger battery around with you all the time, when maybe it's just 1% of the time that you'll need that additional range? Certainly from my experience, I was doubtful as to whether it would meet all of my needs, and so far it has surpassed all my expectations. It really has been fantastic.